Can you promote this pawn? White is winning here, but you must find the best moves. And first off, the first move here is pretty simple. It's just pushing your pawn up one square. That way you are two squares away from promoting, at which point we can already make some interesting observations about this position. One, black has two pawns here, but both of them are pretty useless. We can always easily stop them if black ever pushes them, so those are not a threat. Black also has their king here, but their king is always going to be one square too far to stop us, so it is not a threat either. That means the only real threat black has here to try and stop your pawn is to use their bishop by putting it on c3. Here, black is now eyeing the h8 square, which would stop us from promoting, but you might be thinking how? Their pawn is in the way. Well, here, if you blindly push, well then black just plays e4. They don't care that they sacrificed their pawn here because, well, your own pawn is stopped, and because we have the opposite colored bishop endgame, this is still a draw even though you are up a pawn. So, what else can we do? Well, here, we need to stop black's bishop from seeing h8, which we can only do by stopping black from pushing their pawn down to e4. How can we make that a reality? Well, we only have one way to do it with the very nice pawn up to d4. Now, what in the world does this move accomplish? Well, black here can try three things. They can either capture with their pawn, they can capture their bishop, or they can push down to e4. Firstly, if they capture with their bishop, well, now we can stop black from pushing down by putting our own bishop on e4, and black here simply cannot do anything. They have no way of stopping you from pushing and promoting. This is completely winning. If they instead take the pawn, well, now we have the same situation, but instead of on e5, well, their pawn's on d4, so we put our bishop on a d3. Once again, black is completely blocked out and will quickly push and promote. Lastly, if black instead doesn't capture and pushes down to e4, well, at this point, you still do not want to push because black can capture on d4 and still end up controlling the promotion square. Instead here, you simply want to move your king up to e3. That way, your own pawn is defended and still blocking black's bishop out. Once again, they cannot do anything. You'll push, promote, and you are completely winning.